So, hello. My name is ChristylBlue, and I'm starting a new channel on YouTube to not just do tarot reads, but to also guide people who need information and don't quite understand how tarot is working behind the scenes in their lives. It's something that I've been guided to study for the past year, and since this past year I've been guided to start giving tarot reads on YouTube, as I said, and also to explain how I arrived at the information and the inclinations that I did by pulling cards and reading into them, and also seeing what is in the environment in relation to what I see in the tarot cards. I say tarot and tarot. So, I'm going to be doing several reads, and I'm going to stop and do separate videos for each of them, but I just wanted to give a quick example of what I pulled 2 days ago. What I pulled 2 days ago involved a question that I have in relation to my life path and what is coming up next for me in particular, but it also has everything to do with what we're all dealing with in our nation and in the world. So, the cards that came out were Five of Swords, Losses. All is not lost, as you still have 3 swords remaining, giving you the upper hand. Okay, and this is from the Secrets of the Tarot deck. It's the first tarot deck that I was guided to buy. I wasn't quite sure which one to buy, and since then I've amassed quite a long list of other oracle and tarot cards that I want to get and improve upon my readings, and also to make them symbolic and very interesting. So this is the standard tarot, and it's got the descriptions on the bottom. So if you're looking to do tarot for yourself to answer questions in your own life, I think you'll find that this is a good deck to start with. It's again called Secrets of Tarot, or Tarot. So again, that's Five of Swords, Losses, and there are many of us that have experienced great loss over the past several years, and we are going to have a challenging year in 2019 in my opinion, but I think things are going to turn around this year. And this next card, Ace of Cups, Security and Helping Hand. Other readers are coming out with information in relation to this card in particular, and in relation to the twin flame journey, which my subsequent readings will tell you about as I pulled them over the past few months. So I'm going to be giving you timely reads in current time, but I'm also going to go back in my journal and explain to you how we've collectively gotten to this point. The third card is Seven of Cups, and I know other tarot readers are also pulling this recently. It doesn't come up a whole lot, but I believe it is coming out more often in the past few weeks. I do cross-watch, and I see what other people are tapping into, and there's no irony that although we don't know each other, we do read the energy. And the energy in the cards does not lie. So the Seven of Cups is all that glitters is not gold. Look beyond the clouds, and there will be money improvements also. So for me, with these 3 cards together, I've been in a battle. I've been in a pretty serious battle over the past 10 years. But when I look back on it in my life purpose, it's been quite a lot longer. But for the most part, the past 10 years have been extremely difficult, and it's extremely difficult for me in my career as a scientist, and also we can see the difficulties happening in the natural environment with the challenges that animals and aquatic life are facing, daily struggles to their death. And so this read to me means that we're going to get the upper hand on this battle, and it's something that impacts all of us if we don't stop to care and stop getting sidetracked by all the glitters, because the fancy lifestyles and the fancy cars and the fancy women and the fancy men and all that is fake. It's part of the matrix. It's part of the plot to change the way we value nature and ourselves. And we're a part of nature. Nature is part of us. And we're all part of this world. And we all can sense in one or more ways that there are serious problems that need to be tackled. So, the divine is stepping in with security and a helping hand. And I've tweeted about this regularly for over the past year, that this is coming, and it's coming in now. This is part of what I call the Great Shift, and I'll get into more detail about that later also. So this is just a preliminary video, and I'm testing how it works out, and the volume level, and if people can hear me all right, and if they can kind of track with me and see how I got to this point where I've been guided to do tarot reads and why it matters to all of us. Now, you wouldn't think that just looking at cards would have such a meaningful impact, but these cards and the oracle cards are a way that the divine can speak to us and get our attention in ways that they have been unable to get our attention out and about during our regular days. More people are paying attention to the signs that they see as they're running errands and cooking dinner or working in the environments that they work in, and are finding out there are challenges that are almost too difficult to bear sometimes, and that there is a dark force behind this. So we are getting help from the divine. We do still have 3 swords left. There, you can see there is 1 sword in his right hand. There are 2 swords in his left hand. So we still have 3 swords, and I still have 3 swords. And this next shift is going to help us get through the difficulties, because we are being given a helping hand to overcome this fake, synthetic, toxic world that we have been conditioned to believe in, to our detriment and to the detriment of animals and our planet. The last card that I pulled is the Moon, deception and delay. Emotions are up and down, and we can see that on TV, and we can see it in our family lives, our personal lives. There's deception. You may be deceiving yourself emotionally or others, and that gets back to this card here, which is 7 of Cups. You're being deceived, and we've all been deceived by this glittery, glamorous crap that doesn't serve us, nor does it serve our evolution, and our planet is suffering because of that. So I'll return in just a few minutes to start the reads that I've been guided to give you, that I've already pulled in the past couple weeks, and they will come in a series, and I will show you how we're getting ready to shift. We're upon this great shift now, and it's interesting that it's happening astrologically with the new moon, and the new moon on January 5th, just after the new year, 2019.